Yo, how's it going, everybody? It's MacklinGaming. So I'm back from my week-long vacation to Florida, which was much needed. It's really nice weather. Now I'm back to like 40s and rain. It was snowing yesterday here, which is just ridiculous in April. So I don't know why I live here. I should probably just move to Florida. So why don't you help a brother out and subscribe to the channel, leave a like, so I can fulfill my dream to move to Florida permanently. Now I'm pretty behind on content here, so I got some catching up to do. But the first video I want to make today is about the Stellar Blade demo and the controversy surrounding that. So I don't know if you could really call it controversy. There's always going to be some silly people on Twitter saying something about the latest game that they don't like, right? It's kind of annoying. I don't really pay attention to it, but this time I really couldn't avoid some of the headlines that were coming up on my YouTube from other YouTubers talking about this. And apparently with Stellar Blade, it's like the main protagonist is unrealistic looking. I mean, it's not the first time this has happened. Apparently she looks like a sex doll, someone said on Twitter. It's not my words. I don't know who it was. Don't quote me on it. If it's like someone from IGN, France, or just some random woke tweeter. But apparently the main protagonist, Eve, is like way too sexy, too unrealistic with her body image and all that. And it's like, first of all, have you ever seen Bayonetta? Bayonetta's been around for like 15 years, at least 3 main games and like a spin-off. I mean, come on. This is not the first time this has happened. There's also, most recently, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, like Tifa. Have you seen Tifa at Costa del Sol when you change into the bathing suits? I mean, the jiggle physics are there. Like, I don't know, were you complaining then? It's not really a huge deal, but to even defend Eve a little bit, who's the main protagonist in Stellar Blade, and to defend the developers who created her, I mean, she's in a full bodysuit. There's like not a lot of skin showing at all, you know? And have you ever seen like Instagram fitness models in real life? We're not even talking about video game characters anymore. Have you seen Instagram models? All they do every day is work on one muscle group, their glutes. You don't know where glutes are, it's their booty muscles. And they look unrealistic. They just are all like skinny with a huge ass. It's like, what? How is this real? It's not even cool, you know? I mean, and these are real people. So you're going to complain about Eve, this character? I think she looks cool. I don't think she looks that unrealistic. I mean, you've got Barbie for 30 to 40 years. Barbie, the Barbie dolls. Apparently, if you blew her up to like realistic human size, she'd be completely disproportionate as well. I mean, everybody loves Barbie now after that movie last year. So come on. I think that's all really silly. Anyway, so that's probably enough of the controversy for now. I want to actually talk about the demo because I played the demo and I beat the demo. It's only like an hour and a half. And I have a lot of thoughts on this game, so let's get right into that. First of all, we've got a setting that's post-apocalyptic, sci-fi, and I know it's been done before, but I think the style looks actually pretty cool. You first land on this planet, it looks a lot like Last of Us, kind of rundown buildings and all that stuff. You get right into the combat with a little tutorial, and you're fighting these monsters that actually look pretty sweet. They're like the Demogorgon from Stranger Things mixed with like some Resident Evil or Silent Hill, like horror creatures. Like they look scary and badass. So I dig the enemies and the art style that they've given these like crazy creatures on this planet. So it's pretty cool. You first get into the mechanics of the game and it's like, you know, your classic. Apparently people are saying it's like Nier Automata. I haven't played that. Mixed with Sekiro. But the button layout is more like The Witcher 3. It's like square for light attack, triangle for strong attack, you know, circle to dodge. And then you've got these extra skills called beta skills or beta abilities, which do a ton more damage than your normal attacks. And you even have like a whole skill tree that you can unlock In the demo, I didn't really unlock too much because you don't get to play for that long, but you get to unlock like new combos and new attacks. And I think that system's going to be pretty cool. But as far as the actual gameplay goes in the middle of combat, I think it feels really nice. The parry is really difficult to achieve, but when you get it, it's super satisfying. Like, there's a really short window of opportunity to get the parry off. And I like it. It's challenging. It's not as challenging maybe as Dark Souls or Sekiro, but it's like right up there. You know, if you don't watch your back, you're going to die several times in this game. But if you get that parry right, you get like a stagger, and you press triangle and you get like extra damage attack. But I think the parrying and the dodging is really good. You can also do a perfect dodge, which opens you up to better attacks. And there's a bunch of different style of enemies. Like, one of them had a huge shield, which is kind of difficult to get past. If you just keep attacking it, wearing it down, eventually you'll stun them and the shield will break. You can do extra damage. But really, it's about those perfect parries. If you get those, you can like wear down their posture, or whatever you want to call it, to where they're just like completely susceptible to attacks. So I really dig the combat. And another thing that's going on in the combat is some pretty awesome voice acting from the main character, Eve. She's like screaming with aggression. She's making all these noises when she's attacking, and it actually feels like realistic and visceral, like she's really attacking some like mutant monsters, you know. Finally, it's not like all the JRPGs out there, and I know this company's Korean, it's not a JRPG, but there's so many games where the protagonists are like yelling out the name of the attack as they do it. It's kind of cringe and annoying. And I think a lot of the like voice acting in the middle of combat in JRPG games is kind of lame. So this game, like, it kind of like shocked me how badass she sounds in the middle of a fight. So I actually found that to be pretty cool. Now, as you go around the world, you're picking up loot. You can loot enemies. There's rest spots, kind of like Final Fantasy, where you can sit down and heal. And then you can like activate this old machine that'll give you more perks in that skill tree and all that. You can also upgrade your armor, and I imagine your weapons too. I haven't really gotten into that in the demo, but there should be a lot of room for customization in this game. Another thing I really enjoyed was the music. The first area you explore has a really ambient like piano track, which has some electronics, but most importantly, it has like a lead vocal, which I think is really cool. A lot of games just have instrumental soundtracks, you know, and in sci-fi, it's usually like industrial, but this was more like ambient piano with a lead vocal that was really nice. She's like belting out this lead melody. I don't even know what she's saying, but the songs were really cool in the game. I'm sure it's going to get even more varied in the music styles, like maybe some industrial, maybe some like rock and metal. I could see that going down during boss battles and stuff. So overall, the music sounds really good. And at the end of the demo, you face like one large boss who's pretty difficult. But if you have your perfect parry and perfect dodge locked in, it shouldn't be a problem. I ended up getting some pretty good damage in on it, and I mean, it almost killed me as well. You can heal with potions. You got like 3 potions. I imagine you can expand the amount of potions you can carry through skills, through perks and stuff like that. But there's a potion to heal yourself instantly. There's a potion to like regenerate your health slowly, and there might be some other potions for shields or your stamina. I didn't quite check that out. But overall, I think the challenge and the difficulty is like pretty spot on. It's not as difficult as Souls, right? But it's not a breeze either. So I think this game's going to be pretty dope. I'm liking the gameplay and the combat and the music. You know, I think this game was not on my radar at all this year. And now I've played this demo, and I think actually it's going to be pretty sick. So thanks to those people on Twitter who were talking shit about the game. You know, they're probably just going to get more people to end up playing it and enjoying it. So what do you guys think about Stellar Blade? Have you played the demo? Are you going to pick it up at the end of April here? I think it comes out April 26th. Appreciate you guys watching the video. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.